new episode, know you probably waiting. Plant a seed in your brain, let me pollinate it. And I'm not like the rest, I don't do the faking. You are now tuned into Bro Conversations. Today is the last day of 2021.
It is.
And I just realized that, like, what time is it? Like 3 hours ago. I was like, damn. Because, you know, especially when you're working and shit like that, it's easy to be like, damn, I don't give a fuck. I'm just ready for Friday or Monday to get paid. You know, I don't give a fuck what day. I'm just trying to keep my head down. And damn, like, when I think about it, this year seems long as fuck. Because, even for me personally, like, I've been through so many different changes. It seems like this year been super goddamn long. And I guess a question that I was thinking about before I got over here, I was like, what's something that you've learned? What's maybe a few things that you learned, and some shit that you grateful for that you identified in 2021, the last day of the year?
Shit, dude. I have learned a lot this year. I'm especially grateful for my parents and to the friends that have like stuck with me and shit like that. This year has certainly been like rocky just because of all the COVID shit. And you know, it was hard to keep up friendships and stuff like that through COVID. Because it was like trying to text people and shit like that. And it gets kind of annoying, especially for someone who's got any bit of introvert in them, you know. It just, some days you just need to fucking get away from the phone, you know. I've never been much of a phone person other than texting someone to see if they want to hang out. Mm-hmm. And then I like to talk in person, you know. I like this communication thing that we do where we actually use our mouths and see each other's like mouths moving and stuff. Yeah.
and like something with even whatever, like lives and shit like that, or even online. I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast like yesterday or the day before, and they was talking about how people, they don't have you don't feel the presence of somebody that you're acting on social media, you know, the same presence, or you don't act in the same way that you would when you're in the room with them. It's like you can literally have a fake account, a burner account, and do whatever, say the worst things and shit like that. But you know, it's in the pandemic that's just made that I magnified that 100 times, you know, fold and shit like that. But
for sure,
one thing I think about, like, I appreciate, Brad. I appreciate you wanting to continue this motherfucking these sessions we've been having, because slowly but surely I've been getting myself back. I've been feeling happy and shit like that. I was motherfucking super goddamn depressed, and these conversations, they really helped me put a lot of shit in perspective and get a lot of shit off my chest. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that, bro. Same for me, honestly.
I wasn't even planning on staying consistent with this shit. Like, I was like, damn, I don't feel like it. I feel this way. I feel that way. I'm depressed, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But it's real dope to, you know, have at least one fucking person that cares about, you know, the shit that you're doing and is interested in the same shit you're interested in, and to just push it on and keep it fucking strong, keep it going, making clips and shit like the shit that you do, and putting the link I got in my bio on your bio. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that, like.
Shit,
I really needed it. I really appreciate it.
Dude, I needed that. I needed that shit too. I was hanging out with Mo every day. Shout out. I get to see that man tomorrow, bro.
Tomorrow.
Oh, God. Tomorrow this man
We might shoot some content. I don't know. He was acting scary about the tree situation, but we're going to see.
We gonna get him, bro. We gonna get him on this bitch. But, shit. And he left, and man, I was hanging out with this man every day, and so after he left, I did not want to be just stuck in the house every day, you know, and not have an excuse to go out anymore or anything, or a reason to go out, and just be like, shit, now I'm just inside playing video games every day. And so I had to hit your ass up and be like, fuck, just because Mo is not here doesn't mean I can't hang out with my man Theotis, bro. And this has been so fucking dope, yo. To be able to hang out with you, you know, and it's not that I don't miss Muhammad, but not having Muhammad here just shows that, like, our friendship is perfectly good with or without him, you know what I mean?
You had a chance to flourish, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And we built our own rapport and shit like that, inside jokes, you know, all the other shit. So yeah, for sure, it's because the thing about it is, especially when another friend is there with two friends, is that normally be the only attachment and shit like that. And me personally, I just don't like to overstep my boundaries, or like feel like a goddamn something that you got to motherfucking deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to be a robot to understand what's going on in this situation.
Not even be a robot. I just don't. I feel like I don't want to be in the way. You know, sometimes I don't want to.
I feel that,
and especially when I was depressed, I felt like I ain't have nothing to fucking add to of value. You know what I'm saying? So
nah, bro.
I just that's what depressed people do. They push people away and shit like that.
Yeah, I feel that.
But yeah, though, like, yeah, for sure that, like, and then on top of that, like, went through my first. It sounds crazy. I know I'm young. But my first goddamn breakup, heartbreak, or whatever this year.
Yeah.
And, like, that's one of the biggest things that I'm grateful for. One of the biggest things that I'm grateful for. Because I ain't gonna cap. Like I told you on previous episodes of videos, I was simping for a while. I was simping for a minute. And then I mixed that with a whole bunch of other shit that I wasn't doing. But at the same time, like, yeah, a breakup is never, and I'll say this to the day I die, a breakup is never just like, oh, this person did something wrong and I'm scot-free. You know, it's never that. It's never that. But I've learned so much from that. I took a lot of that passion and put that shit into music. And a matter of fact, I made a little relationship skit on my album, Introverted Inception. It's going to drop next year or whatever. I made a whole skit and a whole song about that shit. That shit is so far. I just got to record it. And the whole album is done, you know, but like that has been another thing that I really goddamn appreciate. Because when you in love, especially for the first time, or that puppy love stage, whatever you want to call it, you intentionally overlook the other person's fuck ups or the other person's shortcomings just because you love them. But I learned this year, and in friendships, I learned this year in friendships, the same exact thing. Like some people, whatever. I'm keep going. Some people they're only around to leech off what they can get from you and not contribute anything. And and that's something I pride myself in not motherfucking doing. You know, I got a smaller circle, but everybody I come to, whether I come, no matter, I bring value to the situation. You know what I'm saying? And I can make motherfuckers think, whether the camera's on or it's off. You know, we can really have deep conversations and really like progress our thinking collectively, you know what I'm saying? So I know I bring that to the table, and sometimes I just be forgetting. Just like with rap, like if when I ain't rap for a while, I was like, damn, my mind wasn't on it, so I forgot how good of us, how much I like my music and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I just gotta reassure myself and just that go back to the good habits and shit like that.
Oh my God, bro, you know that you can do it. You know, it's not the fact that you can't do it. It's just the fact that we can't do everything. You can say that. You can't do everything.
Right.
There is not enough time, sadly. We are human.
Yeah.
But you can absolutely do it. And I think that's one of the things that people forget is that, like, no one should ever question you. Well, can he do it? Yeah, you can fucking do it. It's the fact of, are you willing to put in the time and the effort and the money and the drive and all of it, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And consistency.
And it's all of that, but being in a question, can he or can he not? Fuck yeah, you can, bro. You got everything you fucking need to be successful, bro.
For sure. It's all about, man. Yeah. That's the thing, man. But yeah, especially like with friends or whatever, people, like I've dealt with situations and like I'm dealing with a goddamn narcissist, and then I'm not even realizing. You know what I'm saying? You ever it's like, damn, like I'm talking to you and you talk, and then you want to talk to me about some whole different shit, but I may be telling you about some. You know what I'm saying? It'd be little shit like that. It'd be little shit like just the selfishness. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you want me to do this for you, do this, that, and the third, and on top of that, I may even try to want you to do some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Want you to progress in the lane that you at, and give you some suggestions. And the motherfucker don't take your advice. And if I'm giving advice to you more and more and more because I'm doing more shit, and you're not doing shit, that means I'm elevating and you're staying the same. Man, I can no longer get anything from you. So I've had to learn that shit with motherfuckers I thought I was cool with and shit like that. Nah, motherfuckers just wanted to be around just to speak and just be a goddamn narcissist and take up space. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where you give in and they're not giving anything back.
Nothing
they're trying
at all.
To change you to be their perfect person, and they don't want to do
shit like that too. Yeah, shit like that. That's man. Especially when you talking about a relationship or romantic relationship, that shit. The more you with them, the more you're going to fucking change, you know what I'm saying? They're not, you know, and motherfuckers gonna have to change with you on that same rate or just get lost. And you know what I'm saying? I understand that shit. But yeah, though, man, that's just a few things I motherfucking appreciate. Just a little recap about this year, you know what I'm saying? A whole lot of music came out this year.
Oh, yeah.
Late, too. It was late, like, a lot of music came out just in the wintertime alone when it was cold. Drake came out, Kanye, like, it was a whole bunch of people in a short amount of time. That shit was crazy.
That Lil Nas album was this year.
Oh, yeah,
it's crazy
yeah.
to think all the Lil Nas stuff.
Tyler shit, but I don't even think about that one. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I know it's really, really good. I don't be listening to it like that. Because it's just so much other shit that I like as well, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, it's weird.
It's a good year for music, low key, you know?
Low key, but it's like, damn, like, I realized this year, I forgot a lot of the shit that dropped the previous years. I be like, damn, oh yeah, that dropped the year before, because this year seems so damn long. Like, the media, they scared the fuck out of us the first quarter, you know, talking about COVID. Stay in your goddamn house, stay in your house, you know what I'm saying? In other countries, remember we was seeing videos of them in China or like in other countries, they was boarding people inside of their house.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
literally, like, barricading motherfuckers in. Like, you don't even know if they got food that'll last long enough for them being locked up. That
tear
shit,
gas out.
yeah, like, we saw a whole bunch
of
crazy shit. A whole bunch of crazy shit, like.
I made a cake, bro.
A tree cake.
Tree cake.
But yeah, though, man. A whole lot of shit that happened.
Crazy, bro.
I switched over to only papers. You know what I'm saying? Papers in hemp. I don't smoke nothing else. You know, I'm proud of that. Fuck cancer or lung cancer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God, we don't need all that. I be smoking the vape and I be trying to get off it still.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because
they are addictive, though.
They are. Shit, man. I got back on it right at the time where I could buy vapes. You know what I mean? And then they switched it to 21 and now I'm over here.
Oh, yeah. That shit wicked. That shit affected me for like the last I was lucky the last like 3 months. Like I was 20. I was buying them shit since 18, but then it was like in the middle of 2020 when I turned 20.
Yeah.
It was like, nope, 21. I was like, damn, I gotta go back to asking motherfuckers to buy a blunt for me or some shit.
That shit. Oh my God. It was embarrassing too, because it was like, damn, I felt like a big boy for a second.
Exactly. The only place that was cool is Flowland. Flowland kind of looked out. Like, they wasn't really pressing you for your ID and shit like that.
They weren't, and Flowland's got 18, so like you can still get like
exactly.
reps and stuff when you're 18 because they have the areas separated by a door, which I think is the...
Flowland is the only place that know that, because I went to a regular tobacco store and I tried to buy some hip wraps and I was 20. And it was like, no, you gotta be 21. You gotta be 20. I was like,
all
bro,
the
it's
products
18.
are near each other. I think you have to have it in a separate room.
I don't know.
So I think they get away
But at
with
the
that.
same time, bro, I looked, especially around that time, I looked up the law specifically before I went in there. I was like, bro, I can get it.
No,
like,
you're right. No, you're right though, because you're right, because there's other nicotine products in that room.
Exactly. Motherfuckers just don't know the laws. But it is what it is.
It's weird. I know, they'd be like, can I get a lighter? Are you 21? Bro, since when?
Yeah, that shit crazy.
It's a lighter. It's a lighter.
And like you said, a lighter in the pack is Newports, you know what I'm saying? You just said a lighter.
Coming for me. They coming for us hard, bro.
Fuck it. It is what it is. They can't do shit to me now. 22, goddamn. Only thing I can't do is run for president. Fuck them.
You will be able to sooner or later, man.
Oh, God. 35.
Yeah. You think you will?
Hell no.
Hell no. Man, I'll write your name on there.
I just not. Go ahead and do that. Hell no. I don't believe. I don't even think I'm going to vote in my life ever.
What happens if you're not a candidate, but someone, like, enough people just wrote you in? Like,
is that really how it works? Like,
I don't know. Like, if
in any generation it will work. That will happen in this
generation, there's a bunch of assholes writing in, like,
for sure,
a big penis or something.
Cause one nigga's doing that the last election. That was putting in movie stars and shit like that.
Yeah.
It was bad enough. Kanye was in that.
Get Tom Hanks in, bro. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, like that shit crazy.
I want to see it. Will Kanye take this election seriously?
Bro, it don't matter. Like, he's doing too much shit. He's not gonna primarily focus on the president job. He got shoes, he got clothes, he doing concerts, he got a whole.
Bro. He petty. He moved across the street from Kim.
Bro, all right, let's go ahead and talk about that because, bro, somebody commenting on it and they said, I don't see an issue with that because even if they're not together, he's closer to his kids.
Like,
so,
like,
you know what I'm
hey,
saying?
Petty though, move down the street at least.
Nah,
She across
bro,
the street. That
nigga-
means if she goes outside, she gotta think about him, bro. You could have at least gotten out of her vision, bro.
This nigga is a multi-billionaire though, and
he could have picked anywhere, bro.
exactly. Why wouldn't you want to be close to his kids, like as close as possible? If they really are going to get a divorce, like let's think about this shit. If they really get a divorce, I want to be close to my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as I can.
Imagine you walk out the street to get the newspaper and you look up and you see your bitch and her new man fucking in the top window. Give them some privacy,
but
bro.
Hold on. Think about it.
Privacy.
If Kanye got multiple billions, Kim gotta have at least a B. So that being said, I don't.
Is she gonna move away? Is he?
No,
gonna
not even that. I don't think that their houses are that small. I feel like, bro, their houses gotta be big as fuck. Like they got the kids, they got the camera crews and shit like that. I don't know if they still doing Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but that shit gotta be big and spacious. Both of the houses that they bought. So I don't think it's like you can see across the.
He across the street from her, bro.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like, oh, you step out the front door, I step out the front, I can see you. Like these niggas is rich.
I gotta pull this out. I swear to God, I bet you it is that. Because like when I was reading it. It was like,
and even if it was, bro, niggas just want to paint Kanye as crazy, bro. I feel like
crazy, bro.
I feel like, bro,
shit. It is. It's right across the street.
That's crazy. Niggas is blowing it out of
proportion. Just to fuck with them. No, they're not. It's right across the street. I got the photo, bro.
Yeah, but still. Oh, let me see.
Look at that. It's literally the one across the street. So here's him. And here's the Kardashians.
Yeah, but look, it's trees. You know what I'm saying? You see the little.
But that's so like
that's a big ass. Hold on, let me show the camera.
That's fair.
Let me show the camera.
It's not that bad.
Look at this
it's
shit.
not that bad when you think about how much.
See the
land
circles?
they got.
I don't think it's that crazy, bro. I feel like it's a lot of land between
he's
them.
At least like 6 minutes away from them. So
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah,
that's kind of a big driveway and stuff
right,
like that.
like these niggas, you gotta remember he's multi-billionaire. It ain't gonna be no regular ass bullshit. $50,000 house. This
no,
nigga,
he ain't never gonna be looking in through their window.
Yeah,
or some shit.
And I just don't see what the big deal is. I know he went crazy on Drink Champs and shit like that. And man, even if they're not together or whatever, he trying to get his wife back. That's one of the most romantic things you could do. Man, if she say no, he gonna end up looking like a simp. But it is what it is, you know. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, they married.
Yeah, Kim had to give
That's something I can't even never imagine myself doing.
Because they're both rich. Kim had to give him money or I guess they both each got half the house. So she paid him. She gave him money for the house.
It's so funny. It would be so funny if this nigga that made the song Gold Digger did not have a fucking prenup. That would be hilarious.
No, he didn't.
That would be that's crazy.
I should look that up though. I bet you he didn't though, because she had to give him money for the house. Maybe he did though.
We won't prenup.
Maybe he did get a prenup though, because she gave him money for the house.
We won't prenup. We won't prenup. Yeah, it's something that you need to have, because when she leave your ass, she gonna leave with half. 18 years, man. Come on, bro. If this nigga that made that song, come on, bro.
Never mind, they have a prenup.
Yeah.
Their party is contesting the terms of it.
There we go. I'm about to say, bro, this nigga literally made the prenup anthem song.
She did not get to touch his Yeezy brand or any of that, which honestly is fair. Yeah, as it should be.
And on top of that, Kanye can't touch the Skims and that what her shit called Skims. Yeah, can't touch her brand either. You know. She be selling out, and
which is fair. We don't really need Kanye touching all up on that.
And she got the makeup line, and he literally don't need it. He's at the point where he passed like, well, I ain't gonna say past Bezos, but like he in that conversation with the Musks and all them. You know what I'm saying? Not even just on money, on creativity and on a whole bunch of shit.
So that's why Kim had to buy the house from him, because it was in his name completely. Yeah,
and she probably wanted to keep that the family house, or at least for the kids or whatever. Maybe.
Yeah. So there you go. I bet you that's why. And there you go. You bought a fucking house. You got all that money, and you bought another house, and he's probably still got money and shit.
Of course,
I bet you he probably happy as fuck. My man, like, I ain't gotta deal with that bitch now. I'm gonna go fuck everyone.
Yeah, because I started a new segment that I recorded called Geeked Up Weekly News. You know what I'm saying? I started that segment. It's gonna drop around the same time this shit drop. And as I was looking through the websites and shit like that, I seen a whole bunch of goddamn articles that said Kanye fucking with this actress. You know, I be seeing them shits every now and then. He got his picture with this actress, blah blah blah, or singer, or you know whatever the fuck. So hey, it is what it is at this point.
You know, Kanye, he a little crazy, but he's smart with it. He listens to his own music.
Have you ever sat down and listened to a whole Kanye interview?
The whole Kanye...
Like a whole Kanye interview, like any.
I gotta think about it. There have been parts. It's probably been a while. But definitely.
I've watched probably every single Kanye West interview on YouTube. That it's probably not old, or especially in recent years. He does seem the moves he make does seem crazy, but they end up happening exactly how he predicts it. So it's like, bro, this dude, you can understand why he made a song I think called "I Am a God" and his nickname is Jesus and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because literally whatever he touches, he can, or not whatever, but a lot of the shit he touches, especially business wise, he's making his own city and shit like that. You heard about that?
I thought Jesus was like kind of like a flex. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
What I mean? Like I didn't think that he meant that literally, low key.
No, bro. Hell no. Have you seen? It was a meme clip. Kanye West in the interview, he was like, when I said I am a god, that's what I meant. You ever seen that? I am a god.
Oh my god,
he was dead ass. He was like, yes, I am a god. I am God. I am a god. Like shit like that. He literally said that. He was not joking at all.
He's crazy, bro. He is crazy. I love him though. It's funny as fuck. I don't know, bro. But then you gotta be like, but did he mean that?
He most definitely on some other shit.
Yeah.
Cause he be. I don't agree with everything he do, but I just gotta respect greatness when I see it. But he most definitely has done some shit that I wouldn't do. But that's probably why he in the position that he in. So you know what I'm saying?
I mean, respect though, because he's hustling for sure, bro.
Oh yeah.
I mean, man makes bank, bro. Like I can't say shit, bro.
Hell yeah.
He just bought like a $4.5 million house. Like, what the fuck am I gonna say?
Just off their strength, man. He probably, man, bro. And then he's still making music and shit like that. That's why it's a real bad idea. They say a jack of all trades is a master of none, but everything he touches seems like he a master in.
You know what the end of that quote is, right?
What?
But better than a master of one.
Oh yeah.
That's what the end of that quote is. But better than a master of one, because when you diversify yourself, then your opinion makes sense. If you're a master of one, how can you have an opinion on neurology if you're a dentist and you only master dentistry? What the fuck you got to say about that? But if you're a master of all, you know a little bit about everything.
Yeah.
Not only do you still have room to grow and learn and to be like, okay, I might have been a little wrong, but then you understand a little bit of everything. So there's not a conversation that you can't put yourself in.
Right. That's facts.
Yeah, people be saying that. They forget what the end of that is.
What's what's one of your favorite albums that dropped this year? It ain't gotta be rock, right? It can be whatever.
Lil Nas' album, low key, was my favorite album. I still listen to that. I still listen to it.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Like, there certainly are parts of it now where I'm like, some of the songs aren't as good.
Yeah. Oh, really?
There's songs now where I hear, like, I could deadass pull it up right now and start name dropping, bro.
I feel the same way. Nas recently dropped the album. I just did an album review on that shit, and the first time I listened to it, I was like, oh shit, he said this, that, and then I listened to it another second, third time. I was like, it's still good, but it's not as what I thought, you know?
It's not. Like, there's songs like Montero. Still hearing Montero, I'm still like, okay, that was actually, like, solid piece. Hearing it, like, months later, I'm still like, okay, that was...
I'm surprised he didn't do a video for every single one. He got enough... not even that. The label he signed with probably got enough money to do that shit, but I don't know.
You notice they focused on getting, like, videos out with people who he featured, though. Yeah. First, they were really.
His shit was popping though, like everybody was on his shit, like
I think he's already moved on to the next thing. I think that's why they've stopped with like the videos and stuff. Is because I guarantee you he's already on to the next thing, getting ready for 2022.
Yeah.
He's keeping it. Like
I hope he don't drop this. I think Montero was so, not to make it sound like the best album ever, but I think the way it sounds, he's earned at least a 2-year not drop anything period. He can get on features and drop singles, but I feel like that shit was good. At least for me, I haven't been bumping it over and over again, but from my experience listening to it, he got at least a 2-year grace period. I wouldn't be mad if he didn't drop an album in 2 years.
Dude, the album art was crazy too.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that was not talked about enough, bro. Fuck it, because we ain't gonna put a picture of that shit in there. But the album art is fucking beautiful. And like,
he really doubled down. Well, not even doubled down. He really, I guess what you call it, took a stand, because in I guess expressing how he feels and his sexuality, because even the
yeah, because people didn't know what Old Town Road was about.
that, and he wasn't like, I guess, out of the closet, you know, as he is now and shit like that. But even the music video he did when he was a football player and he was gay in the showers and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then he trolled everybody with an uncensored version. Remember he said it was a video on YouTube, but he just paused it at the shower scene and the music kept playing.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
What was that? That was like Industry Baby.
Someone to love me. I want someone to love me. That's what I want. Really want.
Shit, man. I don't even remember, man. I think it's like. Maybe that is like.
And then after that.
That's what I want. That's what it's called.
Yeah. And then did you see the Mari? He did a whole skit with Mari. Being on there with the dude that he was kissing in that music video. So
yeah, I saw that. That was funny as fuck. That was funny as fuck.
That shit was funny. He killed that shit, and like that's genius. That's genius. Use that tide that he was on and rolled that shit all the way out, and he continues to troll and shit like that. He's staying true to his core.
Even with Nike, he was trolling the fuck out of Nike. Like, yeah. Oh no, they're gonna arrest me and all that shit.
I didn't even see all that.
Yeah, he was like, and that's why he was doing like the inmate stuff for one of the music videos or whatever.
Damn.
Because he was like he was literally like trolling on Nike so hard, like, please feel free to arrest me. Look.
Oh yeah, the Industry Baby shit.
Yeah.
With Jack Harlow. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
That was a rip on Nike with the blood shoes.
Damn, yeah, that was around the same time. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. That seemed like it was so long ago, but it was only like a few months ago type shit. Maybe
that's how quick stuff dies down, and you just you gotta stay in the news or you go away. It's crazy, bro.
And I was thinking about that yesterday or a while ago about artists. It's really hard to stay relevant now, even if you're a big name, even if you're somebody like Snoop Dogg. Like, we're dropping music every now and then. That's what it took back in the day, but now. Nigga, you gotta be on a cooking show. You gotta be on OnlyFans. Bitch, you gotta be on Patreon. You gotta be on Twitch and shit like that. Like, just to stay relevant.
It's not even 15 minutes of fame anymore.
No cap.
Everyone wants their 15 seconds of fame on TikTok, bro.
Oh,
it's
God.
crazy. That's what it is, though. Is TikTok is like that new leading like platform for people getting big and shit. It's all these TikTok celebs and shit. It's like crazy.
Yeah, I feel like in this generation, the last of the original content, I guess, would be Instagram, I suppose, and Vine.
Yeah.
That era, because people, they only had 6 seconds, but they made you crack up fucking laughing in 6 seconds. I feel like that's a big talent.
That was the real shit.
But that was people making original content. It wasn't too many people jacking it. It was a few people jacking it and voiceover and shit like that. But bitch, how the fuck are you famous for doing the same dance and singing it and mouthing something that somebody else does? Unless it's like a movie scene. I fuck with that. Like, they do voiceovers for movie scene. I fuck with that.
See, that was part of
if
what
you're doing dances and shit like that, it's like, bro, come on.
That was what was crazy about Vine. Is because 6 seconds really isn't a lot of time.
It's not.
So you really had to like be funny in 6 seconds. You had 6 seconds.
Set up, punch. 3 seconds for the setup, 3 seconds for the punchline.
And that was
simple.
Yeah.
Simple. And a lot of those people, they've actually converted over to comedy, stand-up comedy. A lot of people, they fell to the wayside because they realize, oh, they only want to see this motherfucker for 15 seconds, not 15 minutes for a set or 20 minutes for a set. That's why I really respect comedians and shit like that. Like, I always, ever since I was young, wanted to try that shit. And I don't know, it'd be dope to do an open mic, you know what I'm saying, before I die. That'd be crazy.
I feel that.
That'd be crazy. You know, write a few ideas down, because shit, I kind of got the mindset, to do it in a discipline, because that's how I do videos like these and, you know, the news segment and shit like that. I do research and shit like that. But it would be dope to go even deeper and try to make it funny to a crowd of people. That'd be crazy.
Hell yeah.
But I respect. And that's why it really took me so long, and it took somebody else to push me to in this music shit, because I respect it so much. I just didn't want to come in and make some bullshit and be like, you know.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm inspired by a whole lot of great, fantastic artists. That's the type of music I want to make. So
I feel that. And that's dope though, is that you don't, and you know what? That's like the best way to see it. I don't mean to like be like praise the Otis, but bro, like for real though, that's that positive mentality though.
Thanks.
Is where it's not like these guys make great music. I hate that I'm not there yet and all that stuff.
exactly.
It's where you look at these guys and you're like, damn, they're good, bro. I want to do that shit too. You don't look at him and you don't go, fuck that guy. I don't know why he's big. You go, I want to figure out how to do that shit too.
Right. But now, like when you look, especially in North Carolina, bro, I've rapped with a couple people and I've heard like I've collabed with a couple people, and it's only one person or two people that I know that are from North Carolina that can actually keep up with me a little, or one person that can out-rap me that I know, and one person that I know that can kind of keep up with me if we're doing a certain type of song or whatever. But other than that, I surpassed them. But like everybody that I've collabed with, I've been way better than them when it comes to the songs that I want to put them on or shit like that or whatever. And I noticed that, not just to brag, but it's just like to say, it's people don't give a fuck about making good music. They want to make something trendy and catchy, make some money, and then get rich and dip off. Yeah. And that's the difference between me and them, because that's even with this content shit. I don't give a fuck. It was times I didn't get no views on some shit when I uploaded audio before I even had my camera. I wasn't getting no views and shit like that. Yeah. Now it's getting kind of consistent. You know what I'm saying? A few here, a few there. I promoted the post. I got 60 on that shit. But if I was just doing this shit for the views, I would not be doing this shit at all. Like, and that's something I realized with music, content. A lot of people, they sell their goddamn soul just do what's popular. For real, bro. Just to get money and then leave it because they don't give a fuck about it. That shit weird.
You know, that's what's so special about rap, though, is there's no rap class to go to. You know what I mean? How about that?
There is, though, in a way, because if you listen...
I mean, like in college, though. You know what I mean? Like, there is... You can listen and you can focus and pay attention, and there's even people you can pay to, like, kind of help you get there. But there's no way to just go get a college degree and enter the music industry like that.
Facts.
Like, think about it. If you wanted to do classical music, Theotis, I have a pathway already set up for you, and that has been set up for the past 20 years if you wanted to do classical music.
That's super fun.
Think about it. If classical is what you wanted, you could have a job by the time you were out, like, instantly, bro. I got you, no problem. But rap's a little harder than that. Rap is different. It's still becoming respected in that light.
I won't even say that, bro. At this point, from what I see and shit like that, rap is synonymous with pop music.
Fuck yeah, dude. But I'm
all over the world.
You gotta think about
it. Not just in certain areas.
But in terms
rap
of the
is
education
no longer underground.
Field, we're still. It's not underground, but that doesn't mean we know how to teach it yet.
Are there blues classes?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Jazz.
Rock classes?
Modern.
Damn, I don't know though, but I feel like, bruh, I don't even think rap is 100 years old, like recorded rap and like hits and industry and shit like that. I don't think that's even like 100 years old, because it came out in like the 80 in New York and like the 87, maybe 60, 70, 80s.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that it's not respected, it's that we're still kind of like destructing it and understanding it. And
yeah, that's not even 100 years if I'm right. See, that's like 40. I think that's like 60 years. 1960
to 20. That's
to
like
2020 is about 60, 62, I think.
That's 60 years.
It's not even 100 years old. Like I'm talking about specifically recording. I'm pretty sure people were rhyming ever since, back in the day, but recording it, putting it out, getting on radio, this industry shit, interviews, all this other shit, shows, getting paid for shows and shit like that. Like, that's what I mean. So it hasn't been around that long, but I feel like I don't know, is rap younger than the blues? Nah, rap can't be younger.
No. Blues came way before. Blues was like 19.
Yeah, so I feel like that's kind of one of the reasons why, because it's so much younger. And you're right, we don't even have no real like hip hop museums, even to take it bigger than that,
No, and there are absolutely blues. We've got rock museums, and North Carolina is a central place for art. And like literally, you would I feel like you would feel that if it was any other form of art. And rap is fucking art. And so North Carolina is so popular for painting and deadass for music and stuff like that.
Moonshining.
And actors and shit like that. So many actors deadass come from North Carolina. I feel like that's not talked about. Because this place is huge, like Duke and all that stuff. Huge.
Charlotte,
hell yeah.
Salisbury, all that shit.
On God. But it's like rap's still getting there. Like,
for sure. I mean, and that ain't nobody in particular fault, but the only, every time if we talking about mainstream big success, only two people I can think of is DaBaby and J. Cole. Other than that, on that level, there are other artists like 2C and other artists and shit like that come out, but it's not many people. And he's cool. He made great music, but I don't think he's not on that level, on that elite shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's it's a part of that is the internet and shit like that. People that can't rap, they're literally in every state, Wisconsin, whatever, and shit like that, and they think they just because they have one song or whatever, or not even that, they just think that just because, I want to get rich and shit like that, so it's a bunch of bullshit. There's not a lot of people that really are rapping, really are trying to improve. And that's another thing.
Yeah, some people just trying to be one-hit wonders.
Exactly, that's another thing. I know somebody, I know of people that put out songs and shit like that, or put out one song or whatever, or put out two songs or whatever, and they so focused on just getting the views of that, they just worry about the views. They're not worried about being better. I'll take pride in knowing that I'm way better at rapping right now than I was when I first wrote my first song. Way, way better, you know what I'm saying? Time and all that shit. But I really pay attention to detail. A lot of people, they just do it for clout and views and clicks, and it's bro, when you die, what impact are you going to leave? And I be thinking about that shit. I say that in my music a lot. When you die, what are you leaving? I want to be ubiquitous. I want to be well known throughout rap, throughout content making, you know what I'm saying? And really make an imprint on people's lives that they can take this information I'm giving right now and perpetuate it in the future in a bigger and better way, and some shit that I can't even think of right now. Yeah. Because think about this. This is another thing I was talking about. Think about. I was watching on you know how Instagram they be having these trick shots and shit like that with basketball. They be coming up with the craziest shit. And think about where people was making trick shots 50 years ago, 20 years ago. It's not on the level. We didn't have a Steph Curry that shoots from the half goddamn court line and is consistent. You know what I'm saying? And he helped shift a lot of people, a lot of kids. They just want to shoot like Curry. They ain't trying to do no. They just trying to shoot, working that shot. And it's literally ball is life, and Instagram accounts like that. Just how much it's gotten better, just that way. And just if you apply that to music, a whole bunch of other shit. It's man, we got so much further to get.
I feel like that shows how well our education and our teaching is though. Mm-hmm. Is that now from a younger age. And not to mention how we are advancing just as people, bro. You see our athletes every 100 years, we have better and better and better and better athletes. You know what I mean? We may not see the evolution within people, but deadass, you can't tell me that every 100 years, if you go and look at some records, that athletes have not excelled farther and farther. You know what I mean? I mean, we as people have progressed intellectually and physically. I mean, we are just people are insane.
And that's something else I was listening to on the Joe Rogan podcast. It was he said bodybuilders specifically, they used to train every day for 8 hours. Yeah. But now it's on 2 or 1 hour, a day, because they can get what they need to get. And
we know so much about diets and stuff.
Diets, yeah, that's another big thing. So we're living longer, we're living more efficient lives. You can see a skinny runner that's like 80 years old, you know what I'm saying, that's been running for all their damn life.
And man looks 50 or whatever.
Yeah, they look great. They're not old, wrinkly, they're great. They're mobile up until the day they die or whatever, you know. So and on top of that, we got these cryo chambers and shit like that can help your fucking bones and shit like that. And just the healing technology has got way quicker and way better. You know, back in the day, whatever. Yeah. When basketball first started, how do you think the first person that ever broke their leg playing or in a basketball sports setting, you think they were instantly dropped because they weren't probably getting paid as much as they're obviously not getting paid as much as they're getting paid now.
The first guy to break his leg probably instantly got dropped.
That's what I'm saying. Like imagine that too. Having you can fuck up your leg now, maybe, or sprain it or whatever, and still come back in the next quarter or the last quarter or whatever. You know, get it stretched out, take some steroids or whatever, and you good.
No, make sure you get back in there just so you got the spotlight on you for one last time.
And fighters too. Like Mike Tyson said, in training he used to break his hands all the time back in the day, but now he fights more efficiently and better. That helps his body not fucking break up. He said he would go so hard, he would fight in steel toe boots, you know, fuck up his toes and shit like that, and feet. He would run miles in steel toe boots and shit like that because somebody he admired did that, and it's like he did all that shit just to be great, and he didn't have to do that shit in that way. He was still going to be great regardless. But it's, you know, when we can look back retroactively, we learned a lot.
That man had insane endurance. Bro. It don't matter, like, if you don't think he's the greatest fighter, that man had one of the best, like, endurance, like, runs ever, bro. Like, he could take some fucking hits and shit like that. And he was insane, bro, biting out the ear. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, bro, he's one of those ubiquitous figures. No matter where he goes, and he tells stories about this on his podcast and shit like that. No matter where he goes, like, he's always looked up as, like, people revere him as God and shit like that. You know, damn near, they don't know what to say in his presence and shit like that. And he's that for multiple generations. Everybody knows who Mike Tyson is. Like,
he's so humble now, bro. Like, it's hard not to love the man,
bro. The only thing, bro, yeah, that's most definitely probably like top 3 my favorite podcasts of all time that I watch consistently. Oh my god, his shit, and he was talking about getting high and shit like that, like his old stories and how he's changed, how he want to be better, how he still feel like he's not at the point that he want to be. Like, that's very great for somebody to be on that stature, and still like have some, like, that just goes to show you. Improving never stops. You never get to, mental health. It never stops.
No,
you never get
to.
He
admits his fucking downfalls.
You never get to a point where you're like, oh, okay, I'm perfect. I don't need no help from nobody. I got it now. I can live out the rest of my life. No, you always gonna need somebody there, a friend, a group, a therapist, a family. You know what I'm saying, to put shit in perspective and, you know, give you lessons.
Nah, bro. I mean, deadass. I think he got some head injuries, like some really bad head injuries, and I think it sent him on a really bad drug problem in his youth for a while, if I'm not mistaken, because of all that shit, you know what I mean? And now it's, you know, I mean, you can kind of tell some days that, like, if you watch videos of him younger talking and shit like that, now you can tell that he just got some fucking brain injuries, bro, because he's there, but he's not old enough to be like that. He's very slow and methodical now, and I think that's a big part of him having to.
What you mean, the way he speaks?
Yeah, the way he speaks now. It's a lot different than when he was younger, and I think I can.
I don't know about that, bro.
Are you sure, bro? And when I watched him, he's a lot faster. He was a lot more.
He was a lot more. What you mean?
Like, I feel like when he was younger,
he was way more angry.
He was angry, and he was. What is it like when you don't think about what you're doing? Like, he would just do
reckless.
He was reckless. Hell yeah. I would say he was like angry and reckless, bro. You know what I mean?
For sure. You think that's a bad thing that he changed?
No, I don't think it is at all. I think the fighting though, and I think it took a toll on his body, and I think that's a big reason why he is so methodical and like honest about his journey though.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's what I was trying to say, is that, you know, because you don't get to like fight that long and not take damage. I mean, I'm not.
That's
everyone who has fought that long has retained some sort of permanent injury, be it brain damage or be it scarring or spinal. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's fucking intense, bro. You know what I mean?
You saw that clip of Mike Tyson. He was like, "I broke my back." I broke my. That shit was hilarious. Oh my god! I broke my back before the fight. I broke my back. My back is broken. Well, yeah, though, like, yeah, you're right though. Especially bones and shit like that. Like niggas, like think about this. Like, and it's just so funny every time we get back to Batman a lot. But fighters and UFC people, like people that put their body on the line, they're like fucking Batman. You know how he used to break his goddamn all his bones and shit like that, and miraculously come back to life and still come back and fight the next motherfucker or fight the fucking motherfucker again. What was Bane? Remember oh my god, Bane fucked Batman up.
Yeah, bro.
Like he did, like in the real movie and in the cartoon.
Bane had 20 years of anger on him, bro. He said, "You left me in the pit."
Yeah, shit like that. Like that's as close as we can get to a modern day Batman or a modern day Bane. You know, getting broke the fuck up, bones broken, and Alfred the butler is nursing him back to health every single time, shit like that. So it's crazy. Just like they put everything on the line. Like
the fact that he put someone's ear off, they still put him on TV. They were just like, yeah, we get it, bro. No one else can pull that shit off and keep going on TV. Like, if Logan Paul like bit someone's ear off, bro, that man would be
I'm glad
canceled.
you said that. Did you see the knockout?
No, I haven't seen that yet. Is it out yet?
Wow, yeah.
It's out? Nah, I didn't see it. Because I'm not that... It got canceled with the first guy or whatever, and then Woodley came in and scooped, right?
Who was the first guy?
I don't remember, but I thought, like, someone canceled, and he, like... And then Woodley came in, so he gave Woodley, like, this big gift, because he was like, "Thank you so much for coming in and helping."
I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know nothing about the hype, but I just saw the clip. It was like a 2 or 3 second clip with him getting knocked the fuck out, and a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's fake." I don't know, but whether it is or whether it ain't, I know they both got paid handsomely.
Woodley replaced Tommy Fury, so Paul was supposed to go up against. I don't even know. He was like
Tyson
Fury's brother. Yeah,
the
half.
Shit.
Yeah. The
half
brother. Half brother, younger, and he was supposed to go against him. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and he was supposed to go against him, and that guy pulled out like last minute. And so then he got Woodley to come in, and he like was very grateful.
And Woodley, a UFC fighter though.
Yeah, he gave Woodley like this really nice Rolex, bro, for like coming in and.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I was watching some clips or whatever on Insta. He had been posting some shit, and Woodley came in and made sure that the fight kept going, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." He was like, "Woodley, bro, you my brother, dog. No matter what happens." So I don't know if
First
it was
Nate Robinson.
I don't know if it was fake
Woodley.
because they both had respect for each other.
Yeah,
but I don't think Woodley would just fall out like.
Bro, you.
So
imagine
Jake
how much
Paul
money.
won then, so he won then.
Bro, yeah, he knocked him out. Like, imagine, like, think about it. I don't give whether it's fake or not. I really don't give a fuck.
I don't think it's fake because that's what he does now.
But if it is fake, this is the smartest lick ever, bro. These two YouTuber white boys, one that went to a suicide forest and videoed it and vlogged it.
Oh, Tommy Fury withdrew because of a broken rib and a chest infection.
Oh shit!
So there you go. He was in a fight and something went wrong, and so then it got canceled. So it's not even like the guy was trying to be an asshole. It was just like.
But yeah, like I said, either way though, bro. Like this is gonna go down in history, especially 2021. They are big, like. People like that, YouTubers like that like got cult followings like FaZe Clan and shit like that, and all these other motherfuckers that I don't watch. Like they probably feel like at a certain point they reach a ceiling. It's like, all right, every time I put out a vlog, it's gonna do 3 million. Every time I put out, and Logan Paul got a podcast and shit like that. You know, like they branch out and shit like that. You know, to do other shit because they have to, because they're just so fucking famous and so fucking beloved by their fans and shit like that. If this is that's the smartest shit, and we'll never know. Maybe 10 years down the line or whatever, it'll be dope to see them do a tell-all or do a little docu-series or something like that.
I think this is Jake Paul's real career switch, and I don't think he was able to get into the UFC or anything like that, and so I think this is what he's sticking with.
Yeah.
I think he really, after all the controversy and stuff, I think this is really like a career switch. Just like it is a money move. You know, it's a money move.
Come on. And I feel like everybody makes the most money. Well, unless his opponent or their opponent bets against them and just beat their ass. Everybody gets the most money all around probably when Jake or Logan Paul win a fucking boxing fight.
Jake Paul, he's fucking built now. I really think this is what he does now, though. I really think he fucking trains for this
think about
shit,
the possibility, though. Like, he's only been boxing. He hasn't been boxing for, like, how long he been boxing? Like, just this year?
Yeah, but he has so much money. Look how much time. I mean, man is fucking. He's a completely different body type now.
Yeah.
Than what the last time I saw him doing YouTube videos and shit and being a fool. I mean, he is a similar shape to Conor McGregor to me. I mean, he's getting there, bro. Like, I can't say that he doesn't look like he does not train every day.
The thing about it is, though, the possibility of somebody switching over. Like, think about it like this.
It's hard, but he had the money to do it.
A long-time YouTuber, like a 5 years, 10 years, suddenly trying to rap. Or Instagram bad bitch suddenly trying to have a rap career.
I have way more respect for him doing this than the last shit he was fucking doing, bro. I have way more, like, this is...
What's the last shit?
The dumbass YouTube videos and the fucking getting on his neighbor's nerves and all this shit. Now to be able to say, like, yeah, I had a boxing career. That's a lot.
Adin Ross followed, I guess he's following up in his footsteps, man.
I think that's like some copycat shit, not to be rude. I mean, Adin Ross, maybe. Because Adin Ross is weird, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't fuck with Adin Ross, kind of like... Adin Ross lets himself get pushed around too hard. He dead ass lets rappers come on his stream and lets the rappers take control of it, and it's kind of sad.
Oh yeah.
Because he like it was kind of funny at first, but now it's sad, bro. I kind of feel bad for him. Yeah. He lets himself be like the punching bag of the video.
For sure. But I mean, I don't know, bro. I feel like he's just another version of Boom, just doing whatever the fuck.
Boom gang.
Yeah.
Boom gang.
He's changed now. He's the man of God, supposedly, or whatever.
You know who I Am Speed is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speed and Boonk and all them, like, they're all very similar to me with the way that their streams are so toxic.
They don't give a fuck about the content. They just give a fuck about being a clown and making shit be viral.
Yeah.
And this go back to the conversation we were just having with what I said. People don't get into shit because of passion. They get it because of money.
Yeah.
And you can really tell because they don't have a personality. They shallow as fuck.
But do you think Jake Paul got into this because of money or passion? Because I feel like I see his passion in this.
Money.
He could have done anything else for money. Think
about it. If it was really passion, let's keep it 100. He would have been boxing ever since he was 12. Or come on, bro. He literally just picked up the gloves like 2 years ago.
But maybe this was his dream. Like I'm not
fuck that. If this was his dream, he would have been vlogging that shit along with the other shit too. Fuck that. That's probably some of the most liked and watched YouTube content. Fighting and boxing. Come on.
But like no, because I can't even do that. Because hear me out. Like psychology is my passion now. And when did I learn about it? Like 18. So it's like I can't do him like that because sometimes you don't.
But how old? But they're not 18 though.
No, but
these niggas is mid-20s. That's not 30.
I know, but sometimes you don't learn about a passion until later in life, bro. I know like 40-year-olds who switch jobs and shit like that and start doing a new career, and they start going into like the medical field and stuff like that. Like it's not that crazy. Like sometimes people pick a new passion in their lifetime.
Jake Paul is 24 years old.
That's really not that old.
Yeah, I guess not. I don't know. But nah, though, bro.
What, like,
most of the time, I feel like motherfuckers, they be boxing at 12
So what,
years
he started boxing at 22? You cannot tell me that, like, oh my god, he was determined to be a YouTuber forever at 22. Like,
but I'm
fuck
saying,
that.
How long, alright, let me look that up. How long have they been doing YouTube? That's a question.
You know what I see when I see Jake Paul? I see a kid that was forced to be an actor when he was younger. And didn't get a lot of choices to go maybe box and do shit like that. And so why was the YouTube shit so easy for him? Because he was always on camera when he was younger already with the Disney Channel shit. 2013. What about the Disney Channel stuff though? His parents had gotten him into the industry when he was young.
I didn't know that.
He was a Disney Channel star. So you don't get a lot of choices when you're a Disney Channel star. And so then he started doing the YouTube stuff after he was off one of those shows because he knew how to act. He knew how to be a character. And that's what he was doing. He was being a character in real life. And so I really hope that this is him trying to be a big boy now. Without his parents, like, controlling him 24/7, I'm sure they still get money. I guarantee you his parents have some sort of, like, fucking stock in his name, which is insane.
He probably pay him.
But now that their grasp is not on him quite as hard at the age of 24, I know that up to 20, those parents were still fucking leeching and controlling, bro. Yeah. Disney Channel star. And now he's finally getting to do some stuff. So I know it's crazy, but it's like, he's young, and he's finally maybe doing something that can be taken more seriously than Logan Paul's Suicide Forest.
True, but what are the odds that he's gonna be this good and not publicly lose a fight? Think about the odds of that.
He needs to do more fights because he's only done a couple fights, like, and that's what I don't like is that
publicly, because in the background, he's sparring probably every day, every other day.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, what are the odds that he's gonna be so good that he beats every single the two? I don't know.
To me, he keeps pulling in people that aren't necessarily at the height of their.
Woodley was in the UFC. I feel like somebody that's an amateur boxer, which that's what Jake is and Logan is. He should, even if he can't throw leg kicks, he should be able to outbox a fucking amateur
Woodley's
boxer.
Getting paid no matter what, right? The only difference was that Woodley was going to get an extra $500,000 if he won. Okay, but Woodley, if you pulled an amateur into the ring, to the amateur, oh my God, bro! If I win, my career starts here. This is it.
But what are the odds? Like, think about experience.
I just think that person would have so much more want and so much more like fucking adrenaline at that point.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And so Woodley's like, I'm good. If I win or if I lose, like, it's just Jake Paul.
Yeah. I feel like, no, because I think, didn't he get a tattoo of I love Jake Paul or some shit? One of them, somebody had to do that. I think it was Woodley, bro. Somebody had to do that shit.
No way.
Bro, no cap. Look that shit up. But either way, I ain't even hating. I'm just saying if it is fake, which I believe it to be, this is one of the smartest moves you can do because they're taking I feel like they in the book category as well, but just more PC about it. You know what I'm saying? And they did it the quote unquote right way. You know what I'm saying?
He got it tattooed on his middle finger and already had it removed.
Yeah, but he still got it though. That still goes down in history.
Anybody who has a tattoo on the inside of their hand or a tattoo artist knows it fades. Oh, so he got it on the inside of his hand.
Yeah.
And it like went away so quick because he's a fucking because he's always using his hands, the callus, the ink just didn't stay.
Of course, but the fact that he did it, like,
that's kind of funny.
That's insane. Bruh, think about, like I'm saying, even if you believe it, if this is fake, this is a masterful plan. He literally got a tattoo.
But he literally trolled the troll.
But either way, that was more hype to the fight. Like, bro, this is genius.
That was pretty smart.
This is genius. No matter.
I think Woodley came up with that to troll him, though. Like, I'm gonna get it on the inside of my hand.
Either way, even if the cards fell that way, they came away handsomely.
He gave Woodley a Rolex. Like, I think these two, like, fuck with each other. I think this is one of the better rematches.
All fighters fuck with each other, bro.
Rematches, but matchups.
All fighters fuck with each other. As long as they respect them. This is just hype.
You think Conor McGregor... I don't know. I feel like Conor McGregor be getting people to hate him.
That's his stick.
Yeah.
Stick.
That's fair. You don't think they actually hate him?
Yeah, a lot, but that's his shit though. Like some people gotta be the villain. Undertaker.
I got you. That is his thing. Is he wants to be the villain though.
The Undertaker was everybody probably hated him when he first came out or whatever. But he's a fucking guy. He's a legend.
I love McGregor, bro. I love McGregor. That's my Irish man, bro.
For sure. John Cena. You know what I'm saying? There were times he had to do shit. You know, the script was wrote. It was like he had to do some shit against his character's character. So you know, some people they just built to be the villain, and the villains they get to be the most crazy, have the most. I ain't gonna say the most fun, but the most hated and they probably get the most spotlight because not people that are good, they tend to be outshone by people that are fucked up and bad.
John Cena wanted to be the villain, but he came out too wholesome, bro, with all those clips with the cancer kids and shit like that.
Oh, yeah,
That's how I knew. I was like, this man is too wholesome. He will never in my eyes, bro.
But wasn't that in real life? Or was that?
Yeah, that was in real life. But I was like, he's too wholesome now. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, John Cena was always a good guy, or at least in my memory of watching. Yeah, he was always a good guy.
But he would like try to be like hard and shit like that, and I'd be like, "You ain't hard, bro. You too sweet, bro."
But the thing about it is, like, I feel like I don't know when did John Cena come out because it seemed like he latched on the 2000 era. You know what I'm saying, with the big ass clothes and jeans, shorts.
My
and shit
guess
like
is 2005, bro.
Yeah, or not the first time he was there, not the when he was first there, because I'm pretty sure he grew into that. You Can't See Me shit, because I'm pretty sure the first year he was wrestling, he didn't come out with You Can't See Me. He had the whole clothing brand and the armbands and shit like that, so it had to be he was probably started popping around in 2000s, and a lot of actors or whatever the fuck you want to call it, wrestlers, they stick to what works,
There you go. In like 2001, he like joined the WWE.
There we go. 2001, he joined the WWE. So he probably actually that probably disproves my point. He probably did come out with You Can't See Me within those years, and came the wrestler. And
I think in 2004 is when he won like his first big fight, and that was when he started coming up with the shit.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Because that's how rap slang was, But it's dope. And that's another thing. He was a white rapper that appreciated black culture, and even with his theme song, that's not a white fucking, that's hip hop drums, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. And actually he rapped on that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he rapped on that. You know what I'm saying? He was never like, made fun of the culture. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, especially black people, you gotta fuck with John Cena, man.
Alright, it was. I don't know. I like wrestling and shit like this. I got like a little like handicapped cousin, and he loves that shit. And it was always like the cutest thing was just to like watch him like do the wrestling moves and shit. Like he would do it in like the swimming pool so that he could do whatever he wanted. And that was like the cutest shit to me, was him like doing the moves in the pool so that he couldn't get hurt or nothing. I just love that shit, bro. And that was when I was like, damn, wrestling is hella fucking wholesome. Like it gives so many like kids like hope. Dead ass.
Give them something to believe in. Even people, grown people, even when we see through the bullshit, or not even gonna call it bullshit, see through the act.
Because when I was younger, I didn't get it. I didn't like it. I didn't. I just didn't understand it.
Wow.
All the kids that like bullied me loved the wrestling, so I was like, oh, wrestling is lame,
Oh, that's how you found out about it?
I found out about it because my handicapped cousin, he loved it, and I was just like, oh shit. And I started like kind of looking it up and stuff.
You ever see the DVDs of the old shit? Before it was even called the WWE, it was called the WCW. I think at one point, or whatever the fuck. It went through a whole bunch of different names, and they shit used to be crazy. They used to like wrestle on tacks and shit like that, and like it would be super bloody. They would have people would really go crazy, like throw a motherfucker off the top rope onto some tacks type shit. They would really be super rough and super crazy, you know what I'm saying? It was really the 2000. They would have cage matches like that, Hell in a Cell, shit like that. Just weapon. They was really on that shit. Like some older wrestlers.
Yeah, I just got one of the saddest fucking texts ever, bro. On my bad. That shit's so funny, bro.
That's crazy.
Right as you say that, I'm like, that's why I shouldn't look at my phone. Give me a look.
Yeah, though, man. Like the WCW, even the ECW and shit like that. Brought them back, man. Mankind and wrestlers like that, they used to get it in. Damn, bro. PC culture has literally touched everything that we see, like cartoons, like every fucking thing. We don't see none of the shit how people used to see it back in the 90s and 80s. I feel like I'm an old soul, man. I should have grown up in the goddamn 90s.
Me too, bro, because
90s, man.
I wish, because this corona shit is starting to get on my nerves.
Oh, God.
You want to know what? UNC Charlotte, first 2 weeks of classes will be held virtually. Damn.
And
Damn. Y'all, I move into my apartment in 3 days. And they're now pulling that shit on me. That the first 2 weeks. I would kill myself if this whole semester turned virtual, bro. And if I come back, bro.
I heard somebody talking. They had some kids on a podcast. I forget who it was. I listened to a lot of them shits. They was like, their kid is all virtual classes, but one in-person class a week. This code is most definitely gonna fuck up for the foreseeable future how people like learn, and I'm so glad that I'm not goddamn in college because I learned. I gotta ask the person ask the questions oh my god, I gotta ask a million questions in person for me to understand some shit.
I'm tired of it, bro. I just did this whole past semester online, dog. I was ready for my in-person classes. I was excited. It's okay. If I get to see some faces, I'll at least survive, bro. If I get to do some Zoom calls. Y'all hate on the Zoom calls? Imagine never having a Zoom call. It's fucking depressing.
And shit, don't you got like a gym at your shit? Yeah, it should be like in the cafeteria. It's still a bunch of places to socialize.
You're right.
But yeah, you gotta be a little, I guess, outgoing to do that. You know, whatever. But,
it's okay. You know what? I'm moving into an apartment with people.
Yeah.
And thank God, bro, because that'll be my human interaction. And you know what? I'll be coming back, and y'all, the pod definitely won't be going away. I'll definitely be able to come back on the weekends. There won't be no problems. I'll have to I can come back on a Friday, early in the morning, do my virtual class, and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be crazy. So, uninterrupted, I guess, for the next couple weeks.
Word. I was thinking about doing another podcast outside. It's getting good. It's getting sunny and shit. I got my knees out. I had my knees out all winter, man. Got the shorts on.
We gonna have to see if we can't get you a day or two off from work. Get you to come spend the night up in Charlotte now.
Sure.
Find a concert or something.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah, man. A whole lot of shit more coming. Instagram lives, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Whole lot of more shit on the way. Just stay tuned. Broke conversations. I realize that every time I say broke conversations, it sounds like bro conversations because I say it so fast. I was repeating myself in the car a million times before I came. I was like, damn, this is my whole brand. I can't even say it right.
Nah, you say it broke.
I say broke conversations. It sounds like bro conversations, but broke conversations. I gotta slow it down every time and enunciate because it sounds like something totally different.
Because like K is kind of weird though.
Yeah. Bro, I just got brand awareness. I gotta learn. I gotta be on my shit, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is, bro.
You get any? You bought any new games lately?
No, but I've gone back to playing the Spider-Man again.
The one Miles Morales.
So both of them. So I'm playing
the update or some shit. Cause one didn't it come out in stories? Where it was like they released certain parts of the shit, didn't it end up? Because I remember I was watching Berlizzi. You know Berlizzi?
There was a DLC that did that. So yeah, there was a big DLC that did like a 3-parter, and then there was a 2-parter DLC. I'm pretty sure.
You played that?
I never did that. I want to go back and do
What's
that.
What's the DLC?
The one is with like Black Cat or whatever, and one's with like
Black Cat.
Yeah, like it's just.
I remember the one with his uncle that was evil. You know what I'm talking about? I watched it all, so that's probably why.
I gotta go
Far
back.
From Home, I think that was the game, right? Or Homecoming? No, Homecoming, right? End of the game name?
But it's like
the game name, or I
think the game's just called Marvel Spider-Man, and then Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yeah, it was on PS4. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's it.
I used to watch motherfuckers play Red Dead Redemption and shit all the damn time. Like my favorite YouTubers, that shit would be dope. That's another thing I want to do. Get my money up. I want to start doing reactions. Set up my whole shit.
I know, I need to get on game streaming. I'm going to set up my PC, and I can't wait, though. I'm going to start doing that shit.
Especially since you have virtual classes sometimes. You can kill a few hours, make some money, build up a fan base, for sure.
Dude, this virtual class shit gonna be weird.
Crazy. But, hey, damn.
Maybe it'll be nice, though, because you know what? I'll get the intro done. You
think doing a virtual affected your grades in any way? In a negative way?
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't do as good with virtual because if I can ask the professor questions, I'll be asking hella questions. I do great. And I just like, I don't know, I do really good in like a 20-person class setting because I will just put in maximum effort and I feel like the teacher recognizes that. And if I'm in like a big class, I get like a lot more anxious. So,
if I'm in a big class, I'll be sitting in the back. I don't give a fuck.
UNC Charlotte might not have been the move, but
that's any college though, bro. Because any college will have the protocols.
Oh yeah, but you know, I'm gonna just keep looking and stuff, and all that. You know, shout out. I guess you know. I don't know. I keep saying you know. You don't know. I need to enunciate better too, bro. It's all good. I'm getting anxious, but UNC Charlotte might not be the perfect place for me, and I had a big dream set out for myself, and didn't really know a lot about the place, and now I'm like, Charlotte's just another place. You know what I mean?
Charlotte is one of the busiest places in North Carolina, and depending on what you want to do, that may be a great place for you to. That's what I was thinking about moving up to Charlotte or whatever, because there's so many, probably way more rappers and opportunities and people that do podcasts and shit like that. I feel like I live on a goddamn golf course. It ain't mud with in a sea of just the same blend of grass, a big patch of grass.
Yeah,
motherfuckers don't understand like the passions that I be having in the like they don't understand.
Yeah,
and it's crazy. It's like damn. It's like if you ever feel like you're around zombies sometimes, like motherfuckers don't understand you. They can be around you, but then I don't get you.
All the time, bro. And you know what? That is what is exciting about Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Is there's a lot of different people there.
Different places, like you said, places. Show venues and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
See your favorite artists. I ain't never went to a concert.
I know. I'm 15 minutes away from concert venues.
Fire.
So I mean, literally, like we go there, we come back, get drunk, sleep. Like man, that's the life, bro.
That's
like,
fire.
I know. I was looking it up. I was like, damn, I'm close because I'm right next to the highway, and so all I do is I pull out the apartment, get onto the highway. And then you take the exit off, and the venue's right off the highway. Oh, yeah. So it's fucking awesome, bro. So that's another nice thing, is I live next to the highway, but not right next to it, so it's like, I'm like 4 minutes away. Hop on the highway. I ain't gotta hear the highway traffic, but I get to take advantage of going 70 and getting far as fuck. That's one of those things I don't think about. You know, like here, you got to go like 45 and stuff like that in all the areas. But dead ass, like being able to go 70 makes a difference.
Oh God, if you got to get somewhere in an hour, you're doing like 20, 30 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, the concert venue, if we were here, it would be like a 25, 30 minute drive. Mm-hmm. 15 fucking minutes, you're there, bro. Because you're going 70, everyone's getting there. Yeah. You got to leave early, though.
Thanks. Can't leave last minute. But, just before we even wrap up, I guess I want to know what's something that happened this year that you didn't want to happen. I guess since we were so positive this time, we got to bounce it out. You know what I'm saying?
Like what you mean? Something that
me? I don't know. I'll go first. Something that I'm not appreciative of that happened this year.
Biden. I voted blue and they led me wrong. I've been fucked. It don't matter no more. It don't matter, guys. Pick whatever side. It doesn't matter. They don't make a difference.
Exactly. That's why I will never vote, probably. So, yeah. I guess I'm a part of the problem, guys.
He's a part of the problem. Please vote. I voted, but it also doesn't mean anything.
At all.
I feel hurt. I deadass. I want to see that man on TV. I want to see that man actually do something, but he goes on TV every 2 weeks and he says some gabagoo, gabagee, and keeps moving.
It's Granddaddy Biden, man. You gotta respect him.
Thanks,
but I don't know, like, damn, I posed a question. I can't even think of something. Something that I'm not appreciative of. Okay. I'm not appreciative of the constant goddamn deplatforming of people that may have different views and shit like that don't line up with the PC or the groupthink goddamn soup that a lot of people they consume and are consumed in this media and shit like that. I don't think anybody has the goddamn right to be a social justice goddamn warrior on any of these platforms, and you can tell me what I can and cannot do within reason. I'm not fucking if I'm not committing a crime, don't fucking down me or deplatform because of my stance at all. So that's something I really, really do not appreciate. And they was cracking down on this shit this year. Instagram is so lame. It's not what it was when it started. The only thing we got is Twitter now. The only thing we got is Twitter now, man. Yeah. Everybody else, they're getting deplatformed, and the algorithms, they're in full effect. So if you're not doing the right thing, or you got the wrong hashtag, or you curse in your shit, people won't see it and shit like that. They're really taking control of who shines. Facts. And I do not like that shit. But it's only gonna get worse when we connect our minds to the metaverse. That's a story for another time, kids.
I'm coming for you, Facebook man.
Or Mark Zucker, fuck. Mark Zucker, Dick Zucker.
Mark, give me the Zuck. Give me the Zuck, Mark.
Oh man, but anyway, that was a great way to end it. Broke conversations. I'm gonna say it again. Broke conversations. Broke conversations. Another smoke session, another great goddamn freestyle session of the minds, and we out. For a new episode, know you probably waiting. Plant a seed in your brain, let me pollinate it. And I'm not like the rest, I don't do the faking. You are now tuned into Broke Conversations.